True Crime Alex here, and just a few little tidbits I wanted to share with you. Updates on the Nicola Bulley case. So Lancashire Police posted this today. It said, you may have seen that Lancashire Police and Crime Commissioner Andrew Snowden has announced that he has commissioned a review of the investigation into missing from home Nicola Bulley, who was sadly found deceased on Sunday. The constabulary is keen to take the opportunity to learn and welcomes the independent review that the Police and Crime Commissioner has asked the College of Policing to conduct. Our thoughts remain foremost with Nicola's family at this time. You can find out more information here. So let's click here and see what it says. Okay, it says Commissioner announces independent Nicola Bulley case review. The Lancashire Police and Crime Commissioner Andrew Snowden held an extraordinary accountability board yesterday, 21st of February, to inform the constabulary of his intention to commission an independent review into the handling of the widely publicized missing from home investigation into Nicola Bulley. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down here and it says, although the hypothesis of the police investigation on how Nicola went missing was sadly proven to be correct and significant resources were dedicated to the search, the case has prompted unprecedented public and media interest, and certain elements of how the case and information relating to the investigation were handled have been a cause for public concern. The review will have 3 clear areas of focus: investigation and search, communication and public engagement, and the release of personal information. Very interesting. Just the last paragraph here in this article, it says, I'm sure there will be lessons to be learned for Lancashire Constabulary, the broader policing sector, and others from this case, as there are from most major investigations, and I will keep the public informed of the findings in due course. And that's the thing, when we criticize, it's not to say, to point fingers, but really it's a matter of learning lessons, seeing what has been done, what could have been done, and how we can improve in the future. LBC News also posted this. It said, in a further development today, the Independent Office for Police Conduct launched an investigation into a welfare check on Nicola carried out by Lancashire Police on January 10th, days before she was last seen, the watchdog said. So I thought that was very interesting. They're going to look into that welfare check that was done on the 10th. I thought this was also really interesting. This was from BBC News. It says, police and sections of the media have been criticized for their conduct during the search for Ms. Bulley. Broadcasting regulator Ofcom said it was extremely concerned to hear complaints made about ITV and Sky News by Ms. Bulley's family, and said it had written to both to ask them to explain their actions. So that's specifically about media not respecting the privacy of the family when they requested it. So that's really interesting to see what happens from that. So this is fascinating. According to the BBC article, they actually listed all the investigations into the Nicola Bulley case. So the first is the College of Policing, which we mentioned earlier. There's an independent office for police conduct that's related to the welfare check that I mentioned a bit ago. There's an information commissioner's office. The independent body set up to uphold information rights has made initial inquiries with the force to understand release of personal information about Ms. Bulley. Then there's also Ofcom, which I mentioned a minute ago. It says here, broadcasting regulator Ofcom has written to both ITV and Sky News contact after complaints were made by Ms. Bulley's family over their conduct in the aftermath of the mortgage advisor's body being found. And then the last one here mentioned is the inquest, which was done earlier today. This makes me feel a lot better that the police are being held accountable and that they are going to be held to actually conducting an investigation and making sure that a thorough investigation is done for Nicola Bulley, giving her the justice that she deserves for what happened with her, and then also the way that the case was handled by the police. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear in the comments, and while you're there, make sure to follow or subscribe to my channel for more updates on the Nicola Bulley case.